Things my younger Gen Z coworkers have said to me at work this week. I'm keeping my promise of doing one of these once a week, so here you guys go. You know, this week all the girls were pretty much syncing up at the same time, so they was really on one this week. Let's just summarize it like that.
There will be some casualties.
I'm talking to one of the girls, and before I even can come through the door, she lets me know she's on her period and she's not in a mood. You know what? When you get warned, you already know. At first hour, I happen to be doing some work in the back. She asked to sit with me, so naturally, she spent her whole break talking to me. I think I said something shady earlier, and I said, what did you say? And she goes, all I said was, I miss the assistant store manager, and then the store manager asked me, was that shade? And all I said was, well... I could see how one would, yeah. And she went, this is why I say don't ask me questions, because I'm gonna be so honest. Same one proceeded to tell me that she wanted to go on Love Island, and then I looked at her and said, don't you have a boyfriend? And she goes, well, I'm talking later on in life. Like, I'm 19. Like, I have so much life to live, okay? Like, later on in life.
I mean, what the fuck? Can I live? Can I live? Can I fucking live?
And you know what? I respect it. The times, you know, they change.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? 30, yes.
That following night, I was closing with two of them. I was in the back, they came to talk to me. She said, I think somebody took my little fine shit. And I go, what? And I go, what makes you say that? And I don't know why I stay asking questions. I should really learn to mind my business. And she shows us this picture, and I don't even really pay attention to anything else besides the fact that he's wearing bedazzled jeans. I look at the picture, and then I look at her, and I go, is he not gay?
Girl, don't play.
And you know, not to no shade, because all the men in my life, in some form or fashion, are, you know, gay. For sure. With that being said, you know, I tend to catch that on real quick. So I asked, is he... And she goes, oh my God, why does everyone say that? So this isn't the first time someone else has pointed this out to you, and yet you still... Okay. But I will say, I asked her about it yesterday, and she told me that he was cut off. And I'm like, thank God, in no world should we be fighting over a man wearing bedazzled jeans. That sounds crazy. One also constantly tells me that she tells everyone I'm like her big, but we're not in a sorority. And I tell her every time I love her enthusiasm, and I'm glad she sees me that way. I'm glad they like me. I think. And don't worry, I'll see you guys next week for part 4.
Wait, time on things my boyfriend has done, and I'm still here. Okay, we're gonna hope he doesn't see this, but knowing him, he's crazy and he finds out everything, so. And it's not like I'm the one, like, I'm not like doing bad stuff that like he finds out. Anyways, I'm gonna just go off of what I can remember. At school, he would chase me around the hallways and like yell at me when we would get into fights at school. He kicked one of my friends at lunch. He has threatened me multiple times and said that he's going to if I break up with him. When we would get into screaming fights at my house, he would walk out the door and take his car and drive like down the street and just sit there. I don't know what the point of that was, but maybe he wanted to like cool off, but he also cheated on me when he was all the way across the world in fucking France, after I was bawling my ass out, and before he left, begging him not to cheat on me. And the entire time I had a gut feeling that he was gonna. So guys, trust your gut, because it's right. Something else, like, really, like, I'm not gonna say it on, like, if you watch my other videos, you can probably, like, take a guess. Happened at night in this bed. He was starting to ruin my life many times. He randomly like texts my parents. Every single time that we hang out, he takes my phone and goes completely through it, like, which is okay, like, I have nothing to hide, but like, I don't understand the point, like, I don't know what I do to make him not trust me. Him and my sister have like gotten like, they were like fake like fighting, and he actually like got like pissed off and like genuinely hurt her, and I got it on video. So yeah, if we want to drop the vid. When we got into an argument, like, I walked off like out of my room and I went into like the guest bedroom across the hallway, and I was just like I just need like time to myself, and he comes in, so I start like walking away into like the closet all the way towards the back of the room, and he comes in, shuts the door, and doesn't let me leave. I also have that on video. He used to like spam text me like all the time and like call me a bunch, and then just recently he went to camp and all that stopped when he got back. And he also got me into a car accident and got my finger fucked up. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't know if this is like that bad, but like I've genuinely just like asked him to stop doing this. He continuously likes girls' Instagram posts, like bikini pictures and everything like that, after I've asked him multiple times like to not do that. I can't remember why he did this. I'm pretty sure it's because like I was talking to like one of my guy friends and like we were like on a call or something. He like literally went to my guy friend's house and threatened to fight him. We also literally have not talked in 2 days, so who knows what he's up to. But if the dog isn't barking, it's being fed. One time we went to go drop off packages for my mom, and I asked him, I was like, hey, can I just run into like Kroger real quick so I can get a Celsius? And he like wasn't letting me. I was like, okay, like whatever. So I just ran off, and I just like ran into the store. We were right there, like there was no reason why we couldn't have. And like I don't understand why not. And I just thought like he was joking, it'd be fine. I guess not. He like picked me up, threw me back into the car. He was like, no, you're not going inside the store to get Celsius, we can get it later. And then finally I make it out of the car and I run into the store and I buy the Celsius, and I come out and he's gone. He told me he's gonna leave me, and yeah, and then he locked me in the car after we actually drove down the street and went to another store, and he went inside because he told me he was gonna go get me a Celsius. When he came back out, he told me that. But by that time, I already like texted my mom to like come and get me because like, I was not doing that, and I told him he could go home, and he said no. So yeah, there's a lot more, but that's just like the main bits. There's probably nobody's gonna see this, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I need to find my self-respect.
I'm sorry guys, but the internet is actual fucking rage bait. I literally have to get this off my chest because it's literally been fucking bothering me. But y'all will literally cancel anybody for anything. Like, y'all cancel people for vaping, for doing a dance. Y'all tried canceling me because my friends want to take a photo with me and some girl got on the internet and called me a mean girl. And y'all ran with that shit. But the minute somebody physically abuses their boyfriend, video proof, like literally every single fucking receipt you could have, y'all go, you know what, girl? Hell yeah. I'm sorry, like, what? Like, can we not normalize women hitting men? And I don't even, like, I don't want to fucking defend men right now because, like, ew. But literally, like, never in my entire life, like, have I ever, like, gotten into a fight, like, with a man or, like, somebody I was dating and, like, immediately thought to put my hands on him. Like, I would never do some shit like that. I just think that anybody who resorts to violence, like, in fights, like, they need, like, therapy or something because that's, like, not normal. I just find that fucking insane because I know if the roles were reversed, like, you guys would eat that man alive. Like, it's actual rage bait. Like, I had to sit back and, like, just watch this happen and I'm just like, what the fuck? I just think we need to normalize not hitting our boyfriends because what the hell? Like, toxic relationships aren't cute and they shouldn't be, like, on the internet, and you shouldn't be, like, promoting that kind of behavior. Especially if your audience is younger. Like, what? All I know is after, like, I'm done being an influencer and I grow up, I'm probably gonna need therapy after this whole influencer life because of, like, the internet. Guys, just wait till my documentary drops. Just kidding. Anyways, I feel like I'm the only influencer brave enough to say something about this just because I've already been canceled, so I don't really care anymore. But anyways, I don't think it's ever a mistake to put your hands on somebody because I think that's a fucking choice that you make. So, yeah. Anyways, new topic because I'm a little angry. I started curling my hair with a wand again, and I actually think I like it better because I was curling it with a clamp for the longest time. But look, my wand curls, I think they just give more, like, volume and they stay curled longer. They just take longer to do, which is why I, like, gave up on the wand curls for a minute. But I think I'm back to using my curling wand. Guys, I don't understand how some people can be housewives at such a young age because I've seen stuff on TikTok where people are housewives at the age of, like, 19 or 17, and I just don't get it. Because my plans, like, after high school and stuff, in my 20s, are to club and, like, go have fun, go explore the world, and then maybe, like, settle down at 30 if I want to do that. But I've never been big on, like, the traditional lifestyle. Like, I've never wanted to be a housewife or anything. And I guess, like, some people have, like, different dreams and stuff. But, like, I just, like, don't, like, understand, like, why? Like, what? Like, I never understood people wanting to get married young and have kids young. Like, I've never understood that because I've always wanted to go out and have fun. And especially at the age of 17, because there's this one girl I saw that's, like, 17 and it's, like, pretending, like, not pretending, I think she's practicing to be, like, a housewife or something. And I just, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like you have, like, the rest of your life ahead of you to do that. Like, go have fun now and then settle down later. Oh my god, look at my sweat stains. That is I'm literally gonna have to like go put my armpits under a fucking fan or something because God decided to make me a sweaty gal. Guys, I literally want to be a Snapchat influencer so bad and just post on my Snapchat because I love posting on my Snapchat. I like use my public story as a private story kind of, which is might not be the smartest thing I do because I just say anything I want to say. But if y'all are like into that kind of influencing, you guys should definitely go add me on Snap because I actually love using Snapchat so much. And I actually post way more on that platform than on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. I don't know what's going on with my hair, but I fucking hate it. I might redo this front curl because why is she selling? Anyways, I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day and bye.
These are things I don't consider cheating in a relationship. Number one is having female friends. I could not care less if my man has female friends, especially if they came before me. Like, I'm not about to sit here and tell you who you can and can't be friends with. Half of the Earth's population is women. You really expect your man not to be friends with half of the population? I think that's insane and controlling, and I think that you're insecure. There's a difference between having boundaries and being controlling. Being controlling is telling your boyfriend that he can't be friends with somebody. I don't know. I just, like, there's no reason. There's no reason for it. You should have trust with your partner. If you can't trust your partner, then you probably shouldn't be with them. And before you're like, oh, well, it's the girls that I don't trust, it's not him. Well, once again, you should trust your partner. And if these girls are making advances towards your partner, then your partner should know at that point to cut them off. I don't think talking on the phone with girls is cheating. I don't think giving girls like rides home is cheating. I don't think having simple manners for girls is cheating, like holding the door open or like, let's say she drops something and you pick it up and give it to her. I don't think that's cheating at all. I think that's just having manners and being a good person. I don't think hanging out with girls one-on-one is cheating either, as long as they're not being secretive about it. Like, as long as I know about it and know where they're going and stuff like that and can keep tabs on them, I don't give a fuck. I personally don't think watching porn is cheating. That's just my opinion. I feel like it's there for a reason. I feel like if you're horny and I'm not there, then watch it. I don't care. I'm gonna watch it. We can watch it together. As long as you're like not messaging like OF models or anything like that or talking to anybody sexually, I don't care if you're watching porn. You know, but it has to be like normal porn. It can't be like OF models and stuff like that because I feel like that's too intimate. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If you're like scrolling through Twitter or like on the hub and not interacting, then okay, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. But yeah, can't be OF, can't be paying for it, and can't be people that we know. Not letting your partner go through your phone is not cheating in my opinion. I just feel like that's personal space. Everybody deserves privacy to a certain extent. It doesn't matter if we're together or not. I should be able to vent to my friends and have like conversations with my friends and family without you being up my pussy about it. You know what I mean? And lastly, this one's going to be really controversial as well, but I don't think like staring at somebody's ass, well, not staring, but like looking at somebody's ass is cheating. I feel like we all have eyes. I feel like our eyes wander off, and if it just so happens to land on somebody's ass, I'm not going to freak out about it, especially if they got a huge badonkadonk. Like, you can't help but look. I know, I get it. Now, it becomes an issue when you're like staring at it, but if it's just like a little look to the side, okay, whatever, like just maybe like don't let it happen again. But when you're staring at it, that's cheating. But if it's just a little look, okay, whatever. It's just not that serious to me. I'd probably be looking as well. You know what I mean? I used to look at people's asses with my ex, so it doesn't bother me. And here is the final look.
Get ready while I tell y'all things my exes did, and I still stayed. I'm also gonna do old talking stages, so let's get into it. Okay, one of my exes wanted to go on a break, and I told him I didn't do breaks, so then he just like immediately changed his mind and stuff, right? So then, frick. So then New Year's rolls around and he goes to a party without me, whatever. He then ends up kissing 3 girls, and when I do find out, he says, oh, I thought we were on a break. So he used that as an excuse to cheat on me, even though we weren't on a break. He just said he thought we were. Next, me and this one guy were talking or whatever for the like whole summer, basically. 4th of July rolls around, and he's posted up with a girl hanging out at her house while we were actively talking, and it was very known we were talking. Yeah. Next, one of my exes was crashing out on me because he wanted to go to a party really bad, and I didn't want to go to a party, and he wanted me to come with him, and I said no, and then he started like fucking like cussing and like raging at me because I didn't want to go to a party with him. There's one time this guy told me I need to quit nagging him or else he was gonna break up with me. This one guy I was talking to for a little bit, like very known we were talking, went and hung out with his ex, like, and sent me a picture of her, and I still ended up talking to him after that. One of my exes crashed my Mustang that I paid for, and I still stayed. One of my ex gave me shit for not wanting to have, like, sex, because I was, like, a little baby at the time, and his excuse for giving me shit for it was that all his friends were doing it, and he hated hearing about how all his friends were talking about it, and how we didn't do stuff. And I still stayed. One of my exes told me I look like a horse when I laugh, and now I'm very insecure about my laugh, and I still stayed. I mean, I know that's not that serious, but it made me very self-conscious, and now every time I laugh, I cover my mouth, and I started noticing it more. One of my exes had a girl best friend, and all he did was call her wife and, like, flirt with her all the time on the phone and whatever, and I still stayed. They would call each other, like, wife and husband and shit. Yeah. One of the guys I was talking to went to Galveston with a whole bunch of, like, friends. There was girls there, too. Came back with 3 bodies and said, well, at least I still, like, want to talk to you. And guess what? I continued talking to him. I don't remember if I mentioned that was a talking stage. One of my exes made up a lie about my guy best friend, saying, like, made up some rumor. He said that my guy best friend at the time said that I gave him head, and that's what he told my ex at the time. So it, like, forced me to cut off my guy best friend, because I thought that was weird. And then later I find out that that never happened, and he just wanted me to stop being friends with him, and did it that way. One of my exes made me cry on Valentine's Day because I was upset that nothing was planned, and then he threatened not hanging out with me just because I was upset that he didn't plan anything. Also, one of my exes, I made him, like, one of those deck of cards, and it was, like, something about, like, this many reasons why I love you. I don't know. And he, like, literally left it at my house for weeks, like, never brought it home. So that was fun. Alright, guys, one of my exes was, like, so, like, no boys, like, nothing, like, no boys at all, like, no boys on my phone, no talking to boys, no sitting to, like, 5 boys in class, like, literally no boys. And I was like, okay. And so then, like, every day, I swear, whenever, like, we went to school, he would, like, snap me a picture of the same girl that he sat by every single day. I don't know if he was, like, I don't know what the point of that was, but I swear it was, like, every single day. I was like, oh, okay. That one's not as bad as the other ones, but I just thought the double standard was crazy there. Anyways, let me know if y'all want a part 2, because I have a lot more I could share if I wanted to. And I would like to let y'all know that this is, like, spread across, like, multiple different guys. So don't go trying to accuse the wrong people of stuff they didn't do. Okay. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I love you guys. And yeah, bye.
These are things you should not be doing in a relationship. Number 1 is bringing up old arguments that were already solved. That shit is toxic as fuck, and it's just kind of like, why are you looking for a problem? We already talked about this. We already solved this. What is the problem now? Like, can we drop it and let it go? Like, you're bringing up old shit for no fucking reason. Next is saying, I'm fine, when clearly you're upset. Oh my god, that shit drives me insane. Like, just say what you're feeling. How hard is it to communicate? We're in a relationship for a reason. Like, if we can't communicate, what is the point of this? Next is when they say shit like, oh, well, if you loved me, you would do this for me. Like, why are you using your love as a weapon? That's insane to me. I personally think that's some of the most toxic behavior that anybody could do. Like, that is manipulative as fuck. Like, what are you talking about? If you loved me, you would do this for me. Like, no, bitch. Like, fuck you. I don't love you no more. My love has been revoked, bitch. Next, you should not be accusing your partner with no evidence. That's just not a good look for you. I understand sometimes our mind takes us to places that we shouldn't be going, and, like, you can't help these thoughts and sometimes, but if there's no evidence, there's no proof, you have no reason to actually believe these things, there's no reason you should be accusing your partner like that. It's okay to have a civil conversation and express your feelings and be like, hey, like, I've been feeling like this lately, and to get, like, reassurance from your partner. But to immediately jump to, oh, you're doing this and you're doing that and I think you're doing this, and, like, it's just not gonna get you anywhere. Now your partner feels attacked, and it's just a bad look for you. Especially because a lot of the times it really is just in your head. This next one, y'all already know how I feel about this one because I talk about it all the time. I got really strong feelings about this, but you should not be snooping through your partner's phone without them knowing. That is diabolical as a motherfucker. Your partner's their own person just like you are. Like, how would you feel if they were snooping through your phone? Do you know what I mean? Even if they're not doing anything, even if you're not doing anything, that's just kind of fucked up and, like, an invasion of privacy in my opinion. Now this one should be common sense, but I guess it's not because it happens more often than you would expect. But, like, your partner should not be flirting with people to just get a reaction out of you. That is fucked up. If you have a partner that does this, or if you do this, you need to get out of that relationship right now, because honestly, nobody who genuinely loves you and respects you would go out of their way to disrespect you like that and hurt your feelings. That's just crazy. Because in my opinion, in my personal experience, if they're going out of their way to flirt with other people, they're probably going out of their way to, like, get with other people as well, and there's just no reason for that when you're in a fucking committed relationship. That's ridiculous. I used to not think flirting was cheating, but now that I'm older, I definitely think flirting is a form of cheating, and your partner is cheating on you if they're over here trying to flirt with other people to get a reaction out of you. Leave that motherfucker right now. And here is the final look. Everybody say hi. Okay. These are things society makes us feel guilty for that we shouldn't feel guilty for. Number one, you should never feel guilty for not wanting to have kids. I feel like if you don't want to have kids, you don't want to have kids. If you're not in the right mindset or like not in the right place financially or mentally or at all, anything at all, you should just not be having kids, and that's perfectly fine. Kids are a huge responsibility, and they're also expensive, and you know, you have to give up a lot in life sometimes to have kids, and I just don't understand why it's so frowned upon by society to not want to have a family. It's just not that serious, in my opinion. If anything, I think in this economy, it's smarter to not be having kids, but that's just my opinion. Next, you should never feel guilty for wearing makeup. I don't understand what this stigma is against wearing makeup. What is the issue? Most people wear makeup as a form of art, not to like be prettier, to feel better about themselves. I mean, some people do, and you know, that's okay too. But even if that is the case, why would you like put them down even more if they're already insecure about themselves? Make it make sense. Hello? Oh, well, you don't look the same without it. Well, yeah, no shit. Like, that's the point. Like, why would I be wearing makeup just to look the same? Are you stupid? It's not really that big of a deal. If it's that big of a deal to you, then go find somebody who doesn't wear makeup. Go find you a natural bitch since you want one so fucking bad, because bitch, you're not gonna get one here. Next is having STDs. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, ew, Paris, like, are you serious right now? When you have sex, you're exposing yourself to these things. And I think instead of being like disgusted by it and like putting people down for it, I think we should be educating better. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Putting people down for having STDs is not gonna do anything. It's not gonna prevent them. Next is putting people down for not wanting to go out. I don't understand like why society makes you feel guilty for not wanting to leave the house. I'm not understanding the issue here. Like, why does that affect you? I have severe social anxiety, so if I want to stay home, I'm gonna stay home. There is absolutely no need for me to go out every single day or every single weekend to have a good time and to be happy. Like, there's other things that we can do besides go and party and do shit like that. Like, we don't have to do that. Nothing wrong with being introverted. God forbid a girl wants to stay home and watch movies. Oh my god. And here is the final look.